Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English with Podcasts. I'm Emma.
And I'm Leo. We are so happy to have you here for another fun lesson. Today, we are tackling a topic that sounds a bit heavy, but is actually very simple once you see the pattern.
That's right, Leo. We are talking about helping verbs and auxiliary verbs. Now, I used to think these were two different things, but they aren't, are they?
Not at all. They are just two names for the same thing. Auxiliary is a fancy word that simply means helping. Think of them as the support crew for your main action verbs.
I love that, like a backup band for a lead singer. But before we get into the helping part, let's remind our listeners, what is a verb?
A verb is the heart of every sentence. Usually it's an action, like eat, run, or speak. But verbs can also show a state, like in the sentence, I am happy. Here, am is the verb telling us how you feel.
Okay, so every sentence needs a verb, but when does a verb need help?
A verb needs help when we want to show when something is happening or to ask a question. If you say, I learn English, that's a simple fact. But if you say, I am learning English, that am is the helping verb. It tells us the action is happening right now.
So am is the helper and learning is the star of the show.
Exactly. In English, we have three big families of helping verbs: be, do, and have.
Only three? That sounds manageable. Let's break them down.
The be family includes am, is, and are. We use these for things happening right now. For example, she is reading a book.
The do family is used mostly for questions and saying no. For example, do you like coffee? Or I do not understand.
The have family is for actions that are finished or connected to the past. For example, I have finished my breakfast.
Leo, I've heard people say, do you are happy? Why does that sound so wrong?
Oh, that is a classic mistake. Are is already a helping verb. It doesn't need do to help it. You just say, are you happy? Never mix them up.
Got it. So if the verb is already a member of the be family, it can handle the question all by itself. Now, what about modal verbs? You mentioned those are helping verbs too.
Yes, modal verbs like can, could, and should are also helpers, but they add flavor or special meaning to the action.
Flavor? Like salt and pepper for a sentence?
Exactly. Look at the difference. I speak English is a simple fact. I can speak English shows ability. I should speak English makes it advice.
That's so cool. So helping verbs like be, do, and have build the house of the sentence. But modal verbs like can or could tell us what the house is for, like ability or permission.
What a great analogy. Let's practice some real-life situations so our listeners can hear how these sound. Imagine you wake up late.
Oh no, I'd say, I am getting ready, which is happening now. Then I'd ask my roommate, do you want breakfast, as a question? And finally, I have sent a message to my boss, which is a finished action.
Perfect. You used all three families in just a few seconds. Now let's try making them more natural. Instead of saying, do not you understand, we say, don't you understand?
That sounds much more like a real conversation. Aren't you coming? Or haven't you finished yet?
Yes, and if you want to be extra polite, swap can for could. Instead of can you help me, try could you help me. It sounds much softer.
Let's dive deeper into these modal helpers because there are quite a few of them and they each have a distinct personality.
That's a great way to put it, Emma. Modals aren't just about grammar, they are about attitude.
Attitude? I like that. So if I say, I will go to the gym, that's different from I might go to the gym.
Exactly. Will shows a strong promise or a future plan. Might shows that you are unsure. It's just a possibility.
So we have ability with can, possibility with might, and then there's must. That sounds very serious.
It is. Must is for obligation, like you must stop at a red light. It's not a suggestion, it's a rule.
And what about should? I hear that one used for advice all the time.
Yes, should is your friendly advisor. You should try the pizza at that new Italian place. You aren't forcing them, you're just suggesting it's a good idea.
Let's look at the modal personality list. Can and could are the skilled ones for ability and politeness. Will and would are the planners for future and imagination. Might and may are the dreamers for possibility. Must is the boss for obligation. Should is the friend for advice.
Now, one tricky thing about these modals is that they never change their shape. You don't add s or ing to them.
Wait, really? So I don't say he can speak?
Never. It's always he can speak. Even if it's he, she, or it, the modal stays exactly the same. It's very loyal.
That actually makes them easier to use than the be or have family because those change all the time.
You're right. While am changes to is and have changes to has, should is always should.
Let's look at how these helpers work in the negative. I know we talked about don't and aren't, but what about the modals?
Just add not. I cannot go. I should not eat that third donut. I must not forget my keys.
And we can shorten them too, right? I can't go or I shouldn't.
Exactly. Native speakers almost always use the short versions, the contractions, because they are faster and sound more natural.
Let's challenge our listeners. I'll describe a situation and you tell me which helper fits best. Ready?
Let's do it.
You are at a restaurant and you want to be very polite to the waiter.
I would say, could I have the menu, please?
Perfect. Now you see a dark cloud in the sky. It's not raining yet, but...
I'd say it might rain later.
Great. One more. You are a doctor talking to a patient who has a broken leg.
You must rest your leg. No suggestions there.
This is great, Leo. It feels like these helping verbs are like the glue that holds our English sentences together. Without them, we just have a list of actions. But with them, we have time, questions, and feelings.
That's a beautiful way to see it. It's the difference between I go and I am going, or I can go.
Let's imagine we are going on a trip. We can use all of these together. Leo, where are we going?
Let's say we are going to London. I am packing my suitcase right now. I've already booked the flights.
Oh, and do you have your passport?
Yes, I do. I should double check where I put it, though.
Good idea. We might need an umbrella because it rains a lot in London.
We definitely will. And once we arrive, we can see the Big Ben.
I am looking forward to it. See, we just used be, have, do, should, might, and can, all in one short conversation.
That is exactly how English works. These little words appear everywhere. If you can master these, you can master conversation.
Sometimes people ask me if they need to learn shall. Is that a common helping verb?
Shall is a bit old-fashioned in many places, especially in American English. We mostly use it for suggestions now, like shall we dance or shall we go? But in everyday talk, should or can are much more common.
That's a relief, one less thing to worry about. Now, what about the past tense of these helpers?
Great question. Do becomes did, have becomes had, and am is are become was or were.
So if I say, I did not see you yesterday, I am using do in the past?
Yes, and notice that even in the past, did helps the main verb. You don't say I did not saw you, you say I did not see you. The helper takes the past tense, so the main verb stays simple.
That is a very important rule. The helper takes the work of the tense. If the helper is past, the main verb stays in its base form.
Exactly. It's like the helper is doing the heavy lifting, so the main verb can just relax.
Let's try that with have. I had finished my work before the movie started.
Correct. That shows an action that was finished even further back in the past.
This has been such a deep dive, Leo. I think our listeners are going to feel like experts after this.
I hope so. The key is not to overthink it. When you speak, just think about what you want to express. Is it now? Is it a question? Is it an ability? The right helper will follow.
Before we wrap up, let's talk about the verb have again, because it can be a bit confusing. Sometimes it's a main verb, and sometimes it's a helper.
Good point. In I have a car, it's the main verb. It shows possession. But in I have seen that movie, it's the helper.
How do we tell the difference?
Look at the word after it. If there is another action verb right after have, then have is the helper.
Ah, I see. I have as a helper, eaten as a main verb.
You got it. English is like a puzzle, and once you know where the pieces go, everything starts to click.
Before we end, let's do one final recap of the families we've covered today.
That's a great idea. Let's divide them up.
First up is the be family. That's am, is, and are.
And remember, the be family is used for actions happening right now.
Next, we have the do family. That includes do, does, and did.
The do family is your go-to for making questions and negatives.
Then there's the have family. Have, has, and had.
Use the have family to describe actions that are already finished.
And finally, our modals, like can, should, and must.
Modals are perfect for adding things like ability, advice, or specific rules.
Wait, Leo, before we end, I think we should talk about some sneaky helping verbs that people often forget.
Exactly, like used to and get.
Oh, those are tricky. Used to feels like a helper because it tells us about the past, right?
Yes, I used to play soccer. It helps the verb play by telling us it was a habit in the past that doesn't happen now.
And what about get? I hear people say, I got lost.
Get is like a chameleon. It often helps change the state of something. I am getting tired. It's helping tired show a transition.
This really shows how flexible English can be. It's like a living thing.
It truly is. Let's look at another one, may. We talked about it briefly as a dreamer, but it has a very formal job too.
Permission, like in school, right? May I go to the restroom?
Spot on. While can I is okay with friends, may I is the professional version.
Okay, let's do a contraction speed round. I'll say the full words and you give me the natural version.
I'm ready, let's go.
Do not.
Don't.
Will not.
Won't. That's a weird one, isn't it?
It really is. It should be will not, but English said, nope, let's make it difficult.
Exactly. Next one.
Should not.
Shouldn't.
I am.
I'm.
They are.
There.
Wow, you are fast. Contractions make you sound so much more like a native speaker.
They really do. If you say I am not going to the party, you sound a bit like a robot. But I'm not going to the party sounds like a real person.
Let's talk about the 3 forms of the main verb when helpers are involved. This is where people get stuck.
You mean like eat, ate, eaten?
Yes, when we use the have family, we always use that 3rd form.
Right. I have eaten. We never say I have ate.
And when we use the be family for right now, we add ing.
I am eating.
And when we use the do family for questions, we use the 1st form.
Do you eat meat?
Leo, let's talk about vibe checks. Sometimes the helping verb completely changes the vibe of a conversation.
Oh, definitely. Imagine someone says, you must come over. That sounds like a command.
But if they say, you should come over, it's a warm invitation.
And if they say, you could come over, it's very low pressure, like it's an option.
It's amazing how much power these tiny words have. They manage the social cues of our speech.
We actually did a whole masterclass on those social cues, didn't we? Your English vibe check.
We did. Understanding the nuance behind words like might versus will is what takes you from an intermediate learner to a master.
Let's practice one more scenario. You are at the gym. Gym etiquette is important.
Okay, I see someone using a machine I want.
Use your helpers.
I'd say, are you using this machine? Or could I jump in when you're done?
Perfect. And if someone is being too loud, you might say to your friend, they should be a bit quieter.
Exactly. You wouldn't say they must be quiet unless you were the manager.
This has been a marathon of grammar, Emma.
But a fun one. Let's talk about emphatic do. This is when we use do even in a positive sentence to add extra strength.
Oh, I love this one. Like when someone says, you don't like pizza, and you say, I do like pizza.
Exactly. It turns a normal statement into a strong defense or a passionate point. It's like adding bold text to your voice.
It's also great for being encouraging. I do hope you feel better soon. It sounds so much warmer than just, I hope you feel better.
It's these subtle shifts that make English so expressive. Now, Leo, what about the future helper? We touched on will, but there's also going to.
Good catch. Going to often acts like a helper. We use the be family with it. I am going to visit my parents.
Is there a difference between will and going to?
Usually, we use going to for plans we already made. We use will for decisions we make at the moment or for big promises.
So if I see a cake and say, I will have a slice, that's a quick decision. But if I say, I am going to bake a cake tomorrow, that's a plan.
You nailed it. It's all about the timing of the choice.
We should also mention the used to cousins, be used to and get used to.
Oh, those are advanced. Be used to means you are comfortable with something. I am used to waking up early.
And get used to is the process of becoming comfortable. I am getting used to the cold weather in London.
See how am and getting are the helpers there? They are showing the state and the change.
Let's look at the negative again. Sometimes people get confused with must not and don't have to.
This is a huge one. Must not means it is forbidden. You must not smoke here.
But don't have to means it's optional. You don't have to wear a suit to the party.
If you mix them up, you might tell someone they are forbidden from doing something when you really meant it was just optional.
That could be very awkward at a party. Leo, let's talk about another helper family, the conditionals with would.
Would is the helper for the imaginary world. I would travel the world if I had $1 million.
It helps the main verb travel show that this isn't happening yet. It's a dream.
And it's also the king of politeness. Would you like some tea?
It's so much more elegant than do you want tea?
Speaking of elegance, what about ought to?
Ought to is like the fancy twin of should. You ought to see that movie. It's less common now, but very sophisticated.
It sounds like something from a classic novel.
Let's look at one more scenario to bring it all together. Imagine we are at a grocery store, another situation from our series.
Okay, I am looking for the milk.
And I should find the bread. Do you see it anywhere?
No, I don't. I might ask a staff member.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the bread is?
It is located in aisle 4.
Perfect. We have found everything we need.
And we didn't even have to wait in a long line.
Remember, everyone, the be family is for things happening right now, and the do family helps you ask questions or say no.
And don't forget the have family for finished auctions, plus modals for your advice and rules.
This has been a true masterclass. We want to hear from you. What is one thing you can do today? Or what is something you should do this weekend?
Leave us a comment with one simple sentence using a helping verb or a modal. We love reading your practice sentences.
If you enjoyed this lesson, please share it with a friend who is also learning. Let's grow together.
Keep listening, keep relaxing, and keep learning step by step. You are doing amazing.
See you in the next lesson of English with Podcasts.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.